In May 1944, during World War II, there was a big battle on the Eastern Front. The German army, which was moving back because the Soviets were pushing hard, had to use a bunch of smart defensive moves and ambushes. This battle is called the Battle of Târgu Frumos, and it was a huge face-off between German tanks and Soviet tanks. It's famous for how the Germans defended themselves in a really clever and fast way, which became known as the defensive Blitzkrieg. The Battle of Târgu Frumos is an incredibly important part of World War II history. It all started in May of 1944 when the German army, after a failed operation the summer before called Operation Citadel, had to play defense on the Eastern Front because the Soviets were pushing hard. Now, what's so fascinating about this battle is that it featured a showdown between two iconic tank types. On one side, you have the German Tiger tanks, famous for being really powerful, and on the other side, you have the Soviet Stalin heavy tanks, known as the IS-2s, and they were no slouch either. The interesting part is that this was the very first time these two tank giants met in battle, and it had some surprising effects on how the battle played out. What made the Battle of Târgu Frumos stand out in 1944 was how well prepared the Germans were. They were ready to defend themselves, and they did it really smartly at Târgu Frumos. They had a plan where some soldiers stayed in well-protected spots to hold important areas, while other soldiers stayed mobile and could quickly strike back at the enemy. This strategy was so effective that it later got the name Defensive Blitzkrieg. But as the battle raged on, something extraordinary happened that would shape the outcome in unexpected ways. German Tiger tanks, famous for their might, faced off against the formidable Soviet Stalin heavy tanks known as the IS-2s for the very first time. This encounter would change the course of the battle in ways that no one could have predicted. Here's how it all started. A big group of Soviet soldiers attacked the German positions to the north of Yash. They wanted to capture the city and keep pushing deeper into Romania. This battle was super intense and lasted for 3 days from May 2nd to May 4th in 1944. In the Battle of Târgu Frumos, the German 57 Panzer Corps played a crucial part in stopping a massive Soviet attack. This corps included the Großdeutschland Division and the 24th Panzer Division, and they were key players in the battle where German Tiger tanks faced off against Soviet IS-2s for the very first time. The Großdeutschland Division was a well-equipped and highly motivated unit. They had infantry regiments, self-propelled assault guns, combat engineers, and more. But the real power lay in the Panzer Regiment GD, their armored force, which had an impressive mix of tanks, including Panzer IVs, Panzer tanks, and the mighty Tiger tanks. Now imagine this battle like a relentless onslaught from the Soviet side and unwavering resistance from the Germans. The Germans were experts at defending themselves, using their strong positions, anti-tank guns, and big artillery to block the Soviets' advance. As the battle unfolded, teams of German soldiers specialized in taking down Soviet tanks using special weapons. It was a fierce and dramatic clash on the battlefield. As the Battle of Târgu Frumos raged on, German bombers and the famous Stuka dive bombers led by Colonel Hans Ulrich Rudel entered the scene. They added to the chaos and destruction, making the battlefield even more intense. When everything finally calmed down, it was clear that the Soviets had suffered a devastating blow, with around 250 of their tanks reduced to wreckage. Remarkably, the Germans had kept their losses to a minimum. In the days that followed, the Soviets didn't give up. They continued to launch attacks, trying to break through the German defenses. However, the Germans stood their ground, showing incredible resilience. In the end, they achieved an extraordinary defensive victory. The Battle of Târgu Frumos isn't just a page in history, but a testament to the incredible strategic thinking, resilience, and firepower of the German forces during World War II. This clash between German Tigers and Soviet IS-2s not only showcases the challenges and triumphs of a turbulent period in history, but also highlights the pivotal role of this epic encounter in shaping the course of a global conflict. Thanks for being part of this incredible journey through history with us, and if you found the story as interesting as we did, then do be sure to subscribe to our channel. We've got more exciting stories from the past coming your way. Until next time, bye for now.